From a young age, Joseph McCarthy was an intelligent and peppy person, finding joy in the simplest things in life, such as reading, going outside to frolic in the sunny grass with his friends, and drawing pictures using his vivid imagination. Never once in his childhood would he ever imagine that he'd drop out of school, return back to high school at age 21, end up in the army, and reach the U.S. Senate floor. Who knew, however, that McCarthy would have everlasting impacts that would forever change the flow of the United States through his words filled with malice and his accusatory broadcasts.
Ladies and gentlemen, in my glorious hands, I hold a piece of paper. Not just any paper, though. A paper that reveals the atrocities of this country. A paper with names of those who hide amongst us. Heinous wolves in sheep's clothing. My hands. In my hands, I hold the names of those who betray what we stand for. The names of wretched communists. Not just one, not two, but 205. 205 communists. They could be your friends, your family, your barber, even your dog walker. They are...
Stop in the name of the law. Your actions, the mere actions of a junior senator from Wisconsin, have caused alarm and dismay amongst our citizens and our allies abroad, and given considerable comfort to our enemies.
But McCarthy would not stop until he got his way. Being at the peak of his fame and power over the minds of the common American people, he continues his rampage unabated, continuing the mass hysteria of the Red Scare. Dun dun dun! From here, McCarthy would use his unchecked influence to start a subcommittee of the United States Senate, in which he would use to justify and conduct the investigations of his accused.
You and you! I know exactly what you've been up to. You all are labeled communists.
Wait, seriously?
Senator McCarthy.
I thought you guys were... I thought we were meant to be here.
No, there's a misunderstanding.
I have all the proof I need in these communist folders right here.
No,
you guys are gonna go away for a long time.
No, this isn't real.
No.
Please.
No.
Come on us, please. No.
Take them away. Yeah, that's right. You deserve communism.
Order in the court.
The United States Senate Subcommittee of Investigations, also known as the Permanent Subcommittee on Investigations, has been gathered today to decide the fate of these double agents, these traitors who disguise themselves into ordinary lives to meddle in the affairs of the esteemed United States of America. This has gone on for far too long. So, for the moment we have all eagerly awaited, justice be served to the following list of criminals: Alva Bessie, Herbert Bieberman, Lester Cole, Edward Dimitrick, Ring Lardner Jr., John Howard Lawson, Albert Maltz, Samuel Ortnitz, Adrian Scott, and Dalton Trumbo.
Reviewing the very credible and peer-reviewed information, including witness testimonials and audio recordings of very real information, the accused has been found guilty and will be sentenced to a public blacklisting.
What the judge did not mention is that along with this public blacklisting, the accused and those who refused to cooperate were also rendered jobless, and their Hollywood careers were tarnished indefinitely.
Hi, good morning, sir. I'm here to audition for a role for the movie Inside. I have my resume and documents. May I please go in?
You filthy communist! How dare you get close to this establishment! You be ashamed of the shameless acts you committed against our country.
Sir, you're mistaken. I'm not a communist. I was accused by Mr. McCarthy, but I'm not one. Please.
How dare you speak of Mr. McCarthy like that? Do you know what he's done for our country? He's trying to protect democracy. Never step foot near here again, you foolish sheep.
This was not only an experience reserved for one person. It was constant for all of those affected by McCarthy's wrongdoings and mischief. In a nearby city, a fellow member of the accused would be facing a similar hardship. By the time they realized what had happened, The person was gone with the wind. People crowd around them, taunting them.
Wow, I'm surprised you use coins like the rest of us. I thought you only dealt in American and communist secrets.
Ha, you need water to survive? Don't they train communists like you to live off backstabbing and lying?
Yeah, exactly. Bye.
But McCarthy, he was stubborn and aggressive. He was too stuck in his ways to consider a different viewpoint, leading to this debacle of the Army McCarthy hearing.
Mr. McCarthy, not only have you made reckless accusations about the false communist ties of certain Hollywood actors, but you continue to stir controversy in our country. When will all this incessant damage end? Regardless, you have been accused today because of the accusations made by the U.S. Army, who have accused you of abusing your power as a senator to give preferential treatment to Mr. G. David Shine, who is a former aide of yours. How do you respond to these allegations?
I would never do such a thing. These accusations were clearly made in bad faith and were designed to punish me for upholding the current system of democracy. This country and its citizens do not appreciate all the hard work that I'm putting in to keep their ways of life intact. They do not understand what it takes. I am sure that if they were in this position right now, they would have done the same thing I had, assuming that they would even be able to compete for this role at such a high level of success. It's truly an insult to this country and the ideals that we stand for, that I'm being accused of.
Until this moment, Senator, I think I never really gauged your cruelty or your recklessness. Senator, you've done enough. Have you no sense of decency, sir? At long last, have you left no sense of decency?
It's been a rough couple of days.
Hey, look, it's McCarthy.
McCarthy, it's you? How have you been? It's ironic seeing you all depressed, being here. You deserve this.
Hey, bartender. Can I have 3 bottles of Hennessy, please?
Sir, with all due respect, and in my good conscience, I can't sell it to you. Like, truthfully, you look terrible.
Ha, bum.
Mom, because of you, my daughter died.
At this point in his life, McCarthy was an obsolete and feeble man. His life was reduced to being a raging alcoholic with no one to care about and nothing to live for.
What have I done with my life? What did I do? What I did, could things have been better? Should have listened to the others. Edward Murrow. But alas, I did not. What is this? My throat? It feels as if I'm burning. What is going on?
And so, a once influential and power-hungry man, McCarthy dies with no value to his name. The end? Yeah, the end.
3, 2, 1, McCarthy!
Tell me, 난 상관 안 해.
You and you.
Wow, y'all are some interesting soldiers. Help, it's okay. 3, 2, 1. 3, 2, 1, McCarthy!